Welcome to News at Night for Wednesday, January the 6th. I'm Colette Linden.
I'm Craig Huckerby, and we cool down tonight, but if you're looking for snow, we don't have any. I'll give you those details coming up.
Sault Online received confirmation that 3 contract workers tested positive for COVID-19 at Algoma Steel. In a message to employees from CEO Michael McQuaid, it stated that Algoma Steel had received notice of 3 workers who were on site in December who have since tested positive for COVID-19. He goes on to say that to their knowledge, due to the isolated nature of the work and the strong COVID-19 safety protocols the company has in place, Algoma Public Health's contact tracing has not identified anyone at Algoma Steel who had close contact on the job. Sault Online is currently following this development and will provide further information as it becomes available. Ontario is reporting 3,266 new cases of COVID-19 today and 37 new deaths due to the virus. Health Minister Christine Elliott says there are 805 new cases in Toronto, 523 in Peel, 349 in York Region, and 208 in Windsor, Essex. 206 also appeared in Waterloo. The province says it has conducted 51,045 tests since that last daily report. In total, 1,463 people are hospitalized in Ontario due to COVID-19, including 361 in intensive care, and 132 people are on ventilators. In the province's long-term care homes, 1,180 residents currently have COVID-19, and 20 new deaths have been reported today. The province says 220 of its 626 long-term care homes are experiencing outbreaks. Ontario says it has administered 10,350 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine since its last daily update, with 60,380 vaccines given in total. Due to a dramatic jump in COVID-19 cases in Algoma District, Garden River First Nation will only grant access to residents, essential workers, and employees of private businesses starting Thursday, January the 7th. During a community meeting on Tuesday, Council made the proactive decision to restrict beginning at noon on Thursday. Since December 31st, 30 cases of COVID-19 have been reported by APH, and they are active in the Sault Ste. Marie and area. Chief Andy Rickard, in a message posted on the community's Facebook page, made the announcement of this closure. He also stated that the only road to remain open to the community is Surrett Lake Road off of the Highway 17 bypass. Any person who violates the Garden River Council's motion will be charged with trespassing and removed from the community. The closure will be revisited in 2 weeks to determine if the safety measures will be lifted or extended if case counts continue to climb. Taxpayers in West Nipissing may soon be billed to keep the local hospital's new CT scanner running. Town Council is considering adding $7.50 to every property tax bill with what's called a special levy. That would contribute about $56,000 toward the annual operating cost for the scanner, expected to be somewhere between $282,000 and $293,000. Councillor Dan Ravita says healthcare is the province's responsibility. Ravita also worried that this will set a precedent, mentioning an Alzheimer's respite program being planned at a local health center and wondering if it might come to council if that runs out of money too. But Councillor Lise Senecal says people in West Nipissing are lucky to still have a hospital and not to travel for all of their hospital care. West Nipissing charged taxpayers a special levy for 15 years so it could chip in $790,000 to the construction of the new hospital in North Bay. Council is asking staff to research the issue further and report back during the upcoming budget deliberations.
We see our temperatures dip slightly tonight, but this March-type weather continues for at least another week. I'll give you those details coming up. welcome back everyone. Well, if you think it feels like early March, it is. It really does feel like early March. These are the conditions we normally see then. We'll take a look at what we're looking for at weather tonight. Mainly clear conditions. We're going to see a little bit of cloud, but we're going to lose any kind of heat we generated today. That's going to make our temperatures drop. Wind chill could be around -15, which is, okay, because our normal temperatures overnight is -15. So we're doing pretty good. Around the horn, for overnight temperatures, again, we are cooling down because we are under high pressure, so we lose all that heat, and temperatures of, -2 in Thunder Bay, they're like the warm spot, that's the odd, but this is where that cold air is, and -12 here in the Sault, again, feeling like -15 overnight. If we take a look at the satellite, it's pretty quiet. We have high pressure system sitting here, we have another high sitting there. Anything moving from the west is going to come around us or below us. So we have no substantial snowstorms, no substantial snow in the forecast. And temperatures, yes, they are going to dip a little bit, but really not a lot. As you can see in the 3-day forecast coming up for Thursday, -2, hey, we should be at -6 for a daytime high. Mix of sun and cloud, mainly sunny skies for Friday. Temperatures up a little bit at -1. We could even actually hit the freezing mark or even +1. And for Saturday, we do see some cloud work in. Temperatures still seasonal at -2, so that's not all that bad. For the 7-day forecast, we're still looking pretty good. Like temperatures around the freezing mark. We do see some snow for Saturday and Sunday, but really that's really nothing to worry about. It's going to be a trace, if anything. Mainly cloudy conditions and mainly staying calm for 7 to 14 days. We do see a major change coming for the end of the month, but it's still too early to tell you about that. But right now, enjoy this March type weather. More news coming up after the break.
When it comes to peace of mind, think KC Security Services, a locally owned and operated security service, voted the best security company in Sault Ste. Marie. We specialize in mobile patrols and alarm responses. At KC Security, we also offer stationary guard services for commercial and residential properties, events, and more. Available 24 hours per day, 365 days a year.
KC Security Services, where peace of mind is a matter of choice, your one-stop shop for all your security needs.
COVID-19 is a serious public health threat. All Canadians must act now to reduce the spread. Avoid crowded places and practice social distancing. Avoid non-essential travel and stay home as much as possible. Self-isolate if you may have been exposed to COVID-19. Stay connected with neighbors, friends, and family. When you take care of yourself, you take care of others.
A message from the Government of Canada.
In today's 1 p.m. address to the province, Premier Doug Ford was joined by Christine Elliott, Deputy Premier and Minister of Health, and Solicitor General Sylvia Jones regarding a new free and voluntary pilot program to support early detection of COVID-19.
Over 1,300 flights in Canada have had potential COVID-19 exposure. In fact, over 31 international flights with COVID-19 have landed in Toronto in the past 2 weeks alone, since I last called for tighter restrictions at our borders. My friends, we have to get these borders under control. While protecting Canada's borders remains federal jurisdiction, we here in Ontario are ready to do our part. We've been working closely with the federal government on the issue for months, and I was happy to recently see them move on a request to require pre-screening test for inbound passengers. This is a critical step, and I want to thank the Prime Minister for making this decision. but more can be done. Before the holidays, I made a promise to the people of Ontario that we would do everything in our power to get testing at our airports. My friends, today we're delivering on that promise. We are launching airport testing at Pearson Airport. Starting today, travelers coming into Pearson will be able to take a free and voluntary test. It's a game changer.
And knocks off Canada in Edmonton. The United States wins the World Junior Hockey Championship.
Unfortunately, our Canadian junior team lost the IIHF World Juniors gold medal game last night. The Americans scored one in the first and netted their second in the second period. Locally, this loss means that Mayor Christian Provenzano will be wearing a Lake State jersey at some point in the near future to a council meeting. After losing the friendly wager with Don Jerry, our Twin City Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, there will be more reaction on the outcome of this wager in the near future. A southwestern Ontario hospital is cancelling elective surgeries as it redeploys staff to tackle record-high COVID-19 hospitalizations in the region. Chatham-Kent Health Alliance says the change will take effect on Thursday. The hospital says its intensive care unit was at 100% capacity and overall occupancy was at 92% as of Tuesday. It says staff must be redeployed to high-need areas as the hospital prepares to take patients from nearby Windsor to Windsor Regional Hospital. Says more people are hospitalized with COVID-19 than any other point in the pandemic, and some other patients will be transferred this week over a lack of beds. The hospital says its aging facility creates difficulty during the surge because there is not enough room for all COVID-19 patients to isolate safely. Last week, retired General Rick Hiller indicated Northern Ontario could wait until the spring for the deployment of the COVID-19 vaccine. With the alarming case count on the rise here in the Sault, prompting a video response from the mayor, a few citizens wondered if we might get it sooner rather than later. A request for comment to Ross Romano's office was answered this morning with an official statement from the Ministry of Solicitor General. When the first dose will arrive in Sault Ste. Marie is still unclear. The Solicitor General also noted that over time, vaccine supply will increase so that all Ontarians who wish to be immunized have access to a vaccine, and information on where to receive will be made available. Sault Online has reached out to both the Algoma Public Health and Sault Area Hospital to confirm reports that we have been receiving about one or more residents currently hospitalized with COVID-19, even suggesting that the person may in fact be on an ICU ventilator. Algoma Public Health chose not to respond to our inquiry, and although the Sault Area Hospital was prompt to respond, the following is a response we received. On a weekly basis, SAH reported that the COVID status to the province. This includes medication availability, bed capacity, PPE availability, and hospitalizations. Current information can be found at covid19.ontario.ca/data. Local status updates are provided by Algoma Public Health and can be found on their website. Sault Area Hospital reminds everyone to continue to follow public health guidelines to reduce the spread. If there is in fact anyone in the Sault who is currently hospitalized due to COVID-19, our thoughts and prayers go out to both them and their family. May you have a speedy recovery, and thank you to all the frontline workers. Thank you for watching News at Night. I'm Colette Linden for Wednesday, January the 6th.
I'm Craig Huckerby. Make sure you bundle up tonight because it is going to get a little cooler tonight.
Thanks, Craig. Make sure you stay tuned for more news and weather coming right up.